This abandoned castle is not at all how it seems. This is called Bannerman Castle, and it's located on an island in the middle of the Hudson River. And while it looks like an old and fancy castle, it's not that in any way. Nobody has ever lived here. This building wasn't built until 1901, and it was built as a storage area for military equipment for Francis Bannerman, who owned a military surplus business near the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And the building was never even fully completed. In 1918, when Francis Bannerman died, all construction stopped. And then just 2 years later, in 1920, about 200 shells exploded and destroyed much of the building. And then the island was pretty much left vacant until the 1960s, when New York State purchased it. All the old military supplies were donated to the Smithsonian, and then New York State started leading tours here. However, there was another fire destroying even more of the building. And then they've done more tours, and then again in 2009, there was even more of the building collapsing. But nowadays they offer tours and you can see the ruins, but you have to stay a distance away. The tours they have are about 2.5 hours, and that's because you have to take a boat in order to get there and back. Boats will dock, and then you have about 70 steps to walk up, and unfortunately it is not handicap accessible. They do so many different types of tours, such as walking tours and history tours, and then they do things like putting on movies along the side of the building. If you have your own kayak, you're allowed to go to this place on your own as well. Tours are open from May to October, and you can access tour boats through Beacon and Newburgh, New York. Personally, I drove to Beacon to grab the tour bus. However, it's also accessible by train. And I highly recommend purchasing tickets in advance because they do sell out quickly. And their website is bannermancastle.org if you want to check them out.